Welcome to our October edition of In Our Neighborhoods. This month, we have 3 neighborhoods that had 3 very different events, but all at the Pavilion. Let's start with Mariners Cove. They had their pajama breakfast for dinner event.
Hi, I'm Joan Turner, Assistant Social Chair of Mariners Cove neighborhood. Tonight we are having our twist on a potluck. It's breakfast for dinner, hence my attire. We're wearing our pajamas, including my rollers. I've asked our neighbors to bring different breakfast foods. We have fruits, we have egg casseroles, we have pancakes, we have crepes, we have quiches, we also have breakfast meats, ham, sausage, bacon, and Canadian bacon, ham I should say, and we also have lots of sweet rolls. I think we're going to be on a high with all our breakfast breads. We also have a fundraiser, so to speak, I should say a food drive, that we are taking our donations to Agape. And Agape is one of our approved charities that we have donated to in the past. They do a food pantry and they have after-school programs like a latchkey for children. And we have supported them in the past and they are desperately in need. We also have a guest speaker that our neighborhood rep, Greg Card, has arranged, and that is Lieutenant Eric Paladine, who is from the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office. And he'll be talking about scams that all of us as senior citizens need to be well aware of.
So the reason we're here tonight is to talk about scams. This is something that's been a passion of mine for the last about 6 years. I felt the community just wasn't getting enough awareness about these type of scams. We're seeing so much money being lost from citizens of Beaufort County and Jasper County that it became a passion of ours to try to get more information out about these scams. It's a $37 billion enterprise. 37 billion. That was 2019 stats. It's probably up in the 40s now, if not higher, because we see it every day. People being scammed, companies having data breaches, which all your information has been out there, and we're just every day seeing new trends. Obviously, a new trend we'll talk about is the AI. You know, we talked the old grandparent scam. Now all they need is 10 seconds of your grandson's voice, and they can mimic it to call you, and that to facilitate that scam. The bad guys have a playbook, and it goes simple to like this: it's fear, pressure, confidence, and loneliness. Those are the playbook tactics they're using on everybody when they scams. Why are they targeting your population? You have the money. You have all the assets. When's the last time? Excuse me. When's the last time Beaufort County had a bank robbery? Anybody know? 2016 was the last bank robbery in Beaufort County, and that was before COVID, when you could walk into a branch with a mask on, and you could rob a bank. It never happened, but you think about how much easier it was to rob a bank during COVID than it is, back in 2016. So the bad guys have learned it's easier to target your money than go after the bank's money. What type of scams we see? And there's so many common ones, but there's the Medicare healthcare scams, the funeral and cemetery scams, the phishing scam, which is an email type scam we call. You have investment scams, telemarketing scams, the lottery scam, the grandparent scam, and the romance scams. And unfortunately, Sun City, you have them all. You're target zero. I mean, they love to hit this area with different types of scams. This last week, it was you forgot to go to jury duty, the warrant out for your arrest. That came back around. We usually see it every about 2 or 3 weeks. It comes around, someone's going to call somebody and say, hey, you missed jury duty. There's a warrant out for your arrest. You have to pay this money, or a deputy's going to come to your house and take you to jail. We don't do that. I can tell you right now, Beaufort County, if you miss jury duty, guess what? They're going to put you on next month. They're not going to come get you. They're not going to put arrest warrants. They're not going to ask you to get an Apple iTunes gift card at Kroger to pay your fees. No government agency takes, any kind of Apple gift card, iTunes gift card, none of that. They want cash. They don't want your iTunes gift cards. When you get these robocalls, and we all get them every day, if you don't recognize the number, don't answer the phone. If you answer the phone and all of a sudden they got you on the line, now they know your number's active, so it's going to go right back into the system as an active number. And don't give them information. They already might have your information. They want you to confirm it. So let's say they already know your date of birth, they know your social security number, they know your address. They're trying to get you to confirm all that. Just hang up. If you don't recognize the number, if you don't know who it is, I don't recommend answering it. If you do, don't fall victim to any kind of scam, in the sense of let's say, for example, they say they're from Bank of America, and there's a problem with your account, and there's fraud, and they need to transfer all your funds to a new account because of the fraud. Hang up the phone, go down to your branch, right? Don't believe the people on the phone. I can't tell you enough, don't believe the people on the phone. If they say, oh, I'm from so-and-so with corporate security, nope, hang up the phone. Go to that, go call your branch directly if you know the number, or go to your branch, or call your financial advisor, whatever you got to do, but don't believe the phone call you're getting that's a legitimate person on the phone with you. Account takeovers. We talked about how we've had all these data breaches, and what they're doing is, so, for example, Marriott had an account data breach. Back in 2014, South Carolina Department of Revenue had a data breach. Everybody who did taxes in 2014, South Carolina, all our data got stolen. Facebook has been a data breach tons of times. Yahoo, the list goes on, to include Capital One, which I love their commercials is, what's in your wallet? The bad guy, apparently. You also talk about, let me see what the data breach is, the big one. Oh, Equifax. What's Equifax? They're the credit reporting company, right? They've been breached. So if you think about it, the credit company, Equifax, Experian, all them, they've been data breached. That means all your information is out there. And the bad guys will do is they take that information and they say what we call an account takeover. So they usually will take, let's say, your account, let's say you're at Wells Fargo. They'll go to a Wells Fargo branch in Florida, come up with a fake ID that has all your name and information, but a picture of the bad guy, and they'll already have your account number, and they're going to ask to withdraw money from your account. And so the teller will look at it, Mr. Smith, it's a picture of him, but the branch doesn't know your picture. All they know is your information, your date of birth, your social, and the bad guy already has that, so that's where they allow them to do cash withdrawals. And so the bad guy will hit multiple branches through Florida withdrawing money out of your account. Or you'll get loans in your name, or buy a car, or buy property, or sell property. So it's scary because the bad guys have that access to all that information. And how do you prevent that? How do you protect yourself? I recommend going to your talking to your branch, your bank, and say, I'd like to put in some series of security factors. Two-step authorization we talk about, where they have to text you on your phone, they have to call a number. That's a great idea to have. Also to put a verbal password. So if someone calls in and they don't have the verbal password, they can't get access verbally to your account via telephone. So these are things that you can go and set up with your branch and your bank. Also, you want to know if someone makes a large withdrawal out of your account. So one day, all of a sudden, you get somebody goes to a branch and gets a $10,000 withdrawal out of your account. You're going to get alerted on it. You can via text message, via email. So you can set that up with your bank, and I recommend that you do that. That way, you're always aware of what's going on with your bank account information. However, if you get an email, don't click on the email. Like if you get an email from Wells Fargo saying, "Hey, there's been a withdrawal," click here if to verify the transaction or whatnot. That could be a phishing email. So I wouldn't recommend clicking on a link. You can click on your email and read it, but don't click on any links to say, click here to go to your account. The grocery store distraction. This is the one for the ladies here. They target Food Lion, they target Kroger, all these places. They're looking for you walking down an aisle, and you've got your purse in a little shopping cart, and they're going to ask you a question about something to distract you from that shopping cart. It might be a simple, hey, do you know anything about this cereal over here? I'm looking for my grandkids, whatnot. And so they want to distract you while someone else comes in and takes just one or two credit cards or a debit card out of your purse. I'm not going to take the whole wallet. We're going to take a few cards. That way when you go up to the register and pay, you may not recognize that you're missing a couple credit cards. Because most of us these days have multiple credit cards, right? So they're going to take one or two, and by the time you get to the register, they're going to be at Best Buy, Sam's Club, and they're going to be racking up charges. So I encourage you when you're shopping, make that purse. A lady said the other day she uses the child security straps and wraps her purse in that and snaps the little snaps together so the person can't get into the purse without really having to unstrap the strap. So just an idea of always try to keep your purse secure. We've also seen the mail theft. Sun City got hit probably about 4 or 5 months ago. They were going around stealing mail out of mailboxes. What were they looking for? Your checks. When you send checks out, they were trying to intercept those checks. Because once they have your check, they can make new checks. Because they have your account number, your routing number, who you are, where you live, all that. And they're going to go and get new checks and start cashing them in different states. And so it was a group out of Orangeburg that came down here, and they were just hitting Hilton Head, Sun City, all over the place, stealing the mail, looking for checks, and they would send. It would be out of a day, and there was new checks being sent out and cashed. So it was very quick. The postal inspector got involved. They identified the group. They've been made some arrests, but we're talking thousands of victims, thousands of dollars throughout the low country that this has been going on. Now, what they also were doing was hitting the blue boxes at the post office. They were breaking into them at nighttime. So my advice to you, unfortunately, is sometimes you have to go inside the post office to drop your mail off because you don't know that the bad guy's going to steal your mail. It happens enough that it's worrisome. We have a lot of businesses get hit a lot, and so will obviously individual victims. Unfortunately, if you notice in your bank account all of a sudden a check has not been cashed and it's been a while, you may have sent it to the water company or your electric bill, and it hasn't been cashed, you might want to talk to your bank. You might want to talk to whoever you sent the check to see if they've got it, because that mail may have been intercepted and it might be used for new checks in the sense of a scam.
about wraps it up.
Next is Village Green, and they had a barbecue at the Pavilion, but they also provided their own DJ. Let's see what happened. Hi, we're here at the Pavilion with Jim and Gloria Gibb, and they're from the Village Green neighborhood, and they're going to tell us a little bit about what we can expect to see here tonight. So you have a crew of cooks?
We have a crew of cooks, a crew of servers. We have a cleanup crew. We had a setup crew. So we've got all of Village Green. It takes a village, and we have all those people. So
Right.
it's hopefully it's going to all work out. And this is the second time we've done it.
Right.
So and tonight we expect 170 people.
Whoa, that is a lot.
That's
And
big.
for the entertainment, Jim?
Yeah, so I do the music, and I pick a different theme. So tonight is 50s, 60s, 70s kind of stuff. And then every event we do now, we do like a sing-along. So I pick a song that's everybody's, Neil Diamond. But tonight we're going to do Margaritaville in honor of Jimmy Buffett.
Oh.
So we're going to try to get everybody to sing for us. And we do that, so I tell them they have to didn't sing for their supper, but they're going to sing for their dessert. and and that's the way we do it. Then we get everybody, and if they had a good time, I'll do a second one. I'll throw in Sweet Caroline or something and see if they keep going. But,
Once they eat, everything gets loose.
It really does.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the food or maybe what
Yeah,
they bring to drink?
Oh,
that's
it
why
could be a combination of both, I think.
Yeah.
we have 2 people up front checking their IDs and stuff. So
Yeah,
it's
I know,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Make sure they're of age here.
I know, it's a big concern.
Yes.
Oh, this is great. I'm looking forward to all the festivities.
We
and
are.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
letting us.
And thank you
Yes,
come to visit and see.
appreciate you
Village
checking
Green
in.
is a great place to live.
It
We always
really
have a lot of activities going on all through the year. So anytime you'd like to come and visit us, please,
Yes, we
you're
will.
very welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
guys.
I like my neighborhood. I've lived there for 8 years, and it's a wonderful neighborhood.
Being a resident of Village Green is just something that you can't really describe. The people are unreal.
My neighborhood is the best neighborhood in all of Village Green. I'm not kidding. People tell us, you've got the best neighborhood. I said, I know I do. But Gloria Gick and Lana are just wonderful. Wonderful.
Hello, Carl and Thomasina Tyler, and we are been here at Village Green for about 5 years. We have enjoyed the fellowship with and meeting new neighbors. We are locals because he is originally from the county, and I'm a South Carolinian too.
And lastly is the Botany Bay Taco Tuesday event. Not necessarily on a Tuesday. Let's find out what that was all about. Also, let's find out what band they used for their entertainment.
We're here at the Pavilion with Eileen Miles, and she's from the Botany Bay neighborhood. Eileen, tell me a little bit about your neighborhood.
Well, we're one of the, I guess, newer neighborhoods. We have 144 rooftops, basically 4 streets, Crane, Carnation, Turnberry, and Blue Jay. And we're just a group of people that like to have a good time.
Apparently so.
Yes, we
you
do.
Seem to have a lot of people. How many people are here
We have
tonight?
100. We have 100 plus at this event today. That's probably the largest we've had for a while. Our food is prepared by the social committee. We do not go out and get it from other places, so we do all the food ourselves.
Wow.
So we have a complete taco bar with chicken, ground beef, and all the fixings that go with it, and everybody brings a dessert to share.
Oh, that's fabulous. That's really good.
Yes.
Now, tell us the name of your event.
The name of our event is Taco Tuesday on Wednesday, since today is Wednesday. And that started that we had a venue all set for earlier in the year, and it got canceled. And this was the next venue that we had. We hadn't quite planned anything for yet, and it was on a Wednesday. So everything was all set, ready to go for Taco Tuesday. So we just said, well, we'll just change the name of it. So it's Taco Tuesday on Wednesday.
I love that. That is a great name. And you have entertainment too.
Yes, we do. We have Double D Band with us. This is the first time they played with us. And they, a couple of the fellows are Botany Bay residents.
Oh, that's good to
yes.
know. Oh,
yes,
wow.
So they're local.
Oh, that's great. So it's going to be a fun night.
It is going to be a blast.
Dancing, so dinner first.
Dinner first, then dancing and dessert, and we got the whole ball of wax here tonight.
Oh, great. Oh, I hope it's a great time. We're going to be on site.
And no rain and perfect weather.
I know, perfect.
Perfect.
I'm here with members of the Double D band that's playing here tonight for this event. I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Tommy Lay.
I'm Dwayne Damiani.
All right, so what can we expect to hear? What type of music are you playing tonight, and what do you expect of your audience?
A lot of classic rock and roll you're going to hear. You're going to hear a lot of instruments, guitar, keyboards, drums, bass, and a lot of vocals tonight. And it's all danceable, and everybody's going to have a really good time.
Exactly what, no, it's all danceable music, and we do it so that people can get up and get their aerobics exercise in by dancing.
Thank you for watching this month's episode of In Our Neighborhoods. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much.